everyone, Amber Canoy here for Everyday Kentucky. Back over at Springhouse Gardens with Richard, talking about fall planting. Okay, I have seen something similar in the woods.
You've got a good eye. There is a native variety of this particular type of plant. This is an anemone. Anemone. And there is one that most people call it a thimble flower or thimbleweed. And it blooms like that, probably not quite as showy, but about that tall in the woods in the late spring.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of cool that there's, one's from Asia, one's from America. These Asian ones are really, really spectacular in the fall.
Okay.
These, we a lot of times can't get nicely full-grown anemones. This one is one called Whirlwind. We also have one called Honorine Jobert, which is a beautiful white one. This is September Charm.
So pretty.
So what's really neat about anemones is that throughout the spring and summer, they have this nice, really clean foliage that just stays about a foot to maybe a foot and a half. And then as fall approaches, they send these really nice stems up, and look at how tall these flowers are. So the foliage stays kind of down low, the flowers stick up above the foliage, and you're going to get weeks and weeks and weeks of bloom. Like these are, and sometimes it's hard to tell. This is a finished one. This is one that's yet to come. So you don't want to just go in and aimlessly cut things off, because some of them might be the blooms coming out. But they're going to be blooming for a long time, really, really pretty. Sometimes with the wicked weather that we've had, they might need to be staked because these things are tall and they get whipped around.
Yeah.
But these were sitting here through all that wind and rain that we've had, at the end of September, and they're holding up really, really well.
Good.
But the wind did kind of knock a lot of the flowers off. But
that's okay.
It's a great plant for full sun to part shade. And they come back every year. Some people think they might be a little bit too rambunctious. So you're either going to find experienced gardeners that say, oh no, that's just a little too wild. Most people love them though, because there's not a whole lot blooming in the garden in September and October.
Right.
You just have to know that if they're very happy, they might spread a little bit. Then you just kind of pull them out. And,
we all do.
Yeah.
When we're having spread our wings.
That's right. So hopefully you pick one that you really, really like. And there are new dwarf varieties on the market too. I don't like them as much because they're just you might as well plant something teeny. I like the ones with some legs on them. So anyway, anemones, good time to come out, pick some, get them in your landscape, get them established so that they'll be with you next year. So
love it.
Yeah. And we're out here at Springhouse Gardens, 185 West Catnip Hill Road in Nicholasville. Find us online at www.springhousegardens.com or on Instagram and Facebook.